end, it leads to death. And today, Your Excellency, there's no better verse to read from. That as much as our Constitution guarantees us certain rights, and there are ways that may seem right, in the end, they may lead to death. And Your Excellency, I want to tell you, we saw last week, our Constitution guarantees us the right to picket peacefully. But demonstrations that are laden with hooliganism and goons that are looting and destroying our economy, Your Excellency, are ways that can only lead to death and bloodshed. And I am happy with what our senator has said. And I have heard what the church leaders have been asking us, that you sit and negotiate. And I want to subscribe to what Senator Richard Onyonka has said. Do not sit to negotiate with leaders about positions of leadership. Sit with leaders and discuss, how shall we restore our economy? How shall we restore the creation of jobs and wealth for the millions of our youth who have no jobs? Your Excellency, nataka nikuambie, sisi kama viongozi kwa bunge, tutashirikiana, and we shall have that conversation in the right place, in the National Assembly and in the Senate, where my brother Richard Onyonka sits in, so that we discuss how shall we make sure that the cost of living comes down, so that when we say food prices are coming down and are high, and we intend to bring them down, Your Excellency, we must also know and realize that as food prices come down, huyu mwananchi wa kawaida, hata chakula, bei ya chakula ishuke chini leo hii rais, mwananchi bila kupata nafasi ya kazi hata kuwa na uwezo na mapato ya kununua ile chakula. And you cannot have an opportunity ya kupata mapato ya kununua chakula if we are also disrupting our economy na mambo ya maandamano. In conclusion, Your Excellency, I want to encourage you, please focus on what is important to these people who are gathered here and millions of other Kenyans. Focus on our economy that was destroyed in a few months under the handshake regime, Your Excellency. Don't focus on what leaders are asking you to focus on. Nimesikia wakati nimesikiza Onyonka, nimesikia even the leadership in Kisii has moved beyond the elections. Therefore, anybody taking us back to the election is taking our country back. Anybody talking to us about the cost of living and at the same time disrupting our economy with looting, with hooliganism in Nairobi. And I am glad, Your Excellency, that the leadership in Kisii are saying there are no demonstrations in Kisii and Nyamira. Lakini haitoshi kutokuwa na demonstrations in Kisii and Nyamira. Ile supermarket ililutiwa Nairobi Embakasi ni ya kijana Mkisii. Aliporwa mali ya zaidi ya milioni 25, ma TV, ma fridge. Na nilisikia jana Mheshimiwa Rais, kiongozi tunamheshimu aliyekuwa Prime Minister, akinilundukizia mimi maneno na naibu wa rais ati tunampangia. Na ni kweli tunampangia na tutampangia, sababu wakati mulisafirisha yeye 2017 aliyekuwa rais wetu alifanya yeye political resuscitation. But this time, Your Excellency, sisi hatuwezi pangia mambo maovu, lakini mambo ya kisiasa nataka nikuhakikishie mimi na naibu wako wa rais na hawa viongozi wengine tutaendelea kupanga siasa ya kuunganisha wananchi wote wa Kenya pamoja. But we shall not entertain bloodshed, anarchy in our country, Your Excellency. And that we shall continue to condemn without fear, without favor, and without looking at who is causing and inciting Kenyans into bloodshed and anarchy. as we work together as leaders. Your Excellency, kwa hayo mengi, nataka niulize kwa heshima, unikubalie kiongozi wa wengi kwa nyumba la Senate,